Hello everyone, this is Arthur9078 here. Welcome back for more Let's Play Alice Madness Returns. In the last video, I went back to chapter 4 to get all the missed collectibles of the chapter, and in this part I'll go through chapter 5's missed collectibles and I'll talk about stuff I wanted to talk about in the previous bonus video that I forgot since I haven't. So, yeah, this will most likely be the last part of Alice Madness Returns because I'm now going to 100% the whole thing. So, let's get to it and finally finish this Let's Play, shall we? Okay, so let's start this out with the collectibles, shall we? So, pretty much overall, these are pretty much the last collectibles you'll see in the game that I missed out. Most of them I think I missed is in the Frogsway checkpoint, which is the longest checkpoint of the game. Some, of course, I miss the collectibles in other places like here in Fourth Resistance and in other places like I think one in Doggo's Pursuit, the other Fourth Resistance that you're seeing right now, just pretty much overall, and also a few more in like the doll maker's places. Pretty much, yeah, I missed a few places, but some of them are rather simple to find. I just mostly missed some of them because of the, well, some ways the Pixar, especially this one. This one actually gives me all 3 collectibles, 1 Pixar and 2 memories, as you're going to see right here, because these 2 memories have been like, these 2 memories are like close to each other, like from between buildings, like see right here. So yeah, pretty much that's pretty much that. Yeah, it took me quite a while to get through this one. I think overall it took me like over 2 hours of recording to actually get all of these, to actually find all of these like collectibles. So yeah, it was a little bit of a pain, but you know, it could have turned out a lot worse. I could have missed a lot more in this chapter. I could have missed the dual rooms. I could have even missed the bottles. So yeah, not too bad like in chapter 4, chapter 3 or whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of like now I'm pretty proud of myself that I finally done this one after like so long that I've done this. So yeah, it's about time too, because this has been going on since like, oh god, like early 2013, like early 2013, these bonus videos. Pretty much the Let's Play is pretty much since just October 2012, and the siren is going off in the background. So yeah, that's pretty much it with all of the collectibles. Now let's get on to what the memories get to shop. So yeah, here we go.
The proofs are legion. Every creature has a purpose. It is my sacred duty to fit every young person to a calling, be it for ornament or use. Read your history. Read your mythology. Remaking children. Build them up, tear them down, refashion them. Teach them the new, forget the old.
You're not a cat, my dear. One life is your allotment. Please be more careful with the carving knife.
My father would wish that you hold your tears, girls. He lived a long life, and as the poet says, like a clock worn out with eating time, the wheels of weary life at last stood still.
Dr. Wilson's not fooled Alice. Discipline must be maintained. Cleanliness is optional. Whatever you've imagined about electrical current, it's not half of it. It can be a persuasive teacher, strict mind, demanding.
As beloved toys are to children, children often are to grown-ups. Objects of fancy and imagination, and eventually discarded. The gulf separating effective treatment from quackery is narrower than professional opinion would admit. Likewise, the distance between knowledge and ignorance.
I was required to identify your family in the Oxford morgue. Your sister was completely recognizable. I can't say the same for your parents.
So that's pretty much it with all of the memories and descriptions right there. So let's get on to the other stuff that I forgot to mention in other recordings. In the previous bonus video and also in this one that I want to talk about. Because I'm gonna start off with a few Easter eggs from Chapter 4. This one is actually pretty interesting. If you actually like go to like this cave, like I can't remember exactly where it is. It's actually like near the missed bottle I missed in Chapter 4. If you actually go into one like where Nanny's, I think, memory is, you can actually find like a sort of a skeleton of something right there. I think that is like an actual like an Easter egg of a character from Psychonauts. I think either that or Invader Zim, either one. I think it's more from Psychonauts, which is pretty interesting actually. I don't think not a lot of people know about that. That's a character is actually like as dead, it pretty much dead is in Psychonauts. And another Easter egg that I found out about not too long ago is actually there's the companion cube is actually in the game. Like if you actually like went into more than the second half of Chapter 4 somewhere, when the executioner like, you know, sends you, teleports you somewhere like where there's all red, like with this like red floor or something, a few blocks like around, if you look closely you can actually select the companion cube around it. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. This one is what I found is kind of minor, but I'll still mention it anyway. Is like there are like, it's pretty much in the similar area, I think, that there are like these kind of tongues around the red floor. It's a little, I would say it's a little gross, but I don't know. It's like from the Queen of Hearts in this universe of Alice. I was kind of expected, so I don't know. But it's pretty interesting. A little detail, I think, that not a lot of people notice. So yeah, a few things in Chapter 5 that I want to mention is like about there was like a Jabberwocky book cover and Humpty Dumpty book cover around the chapter. I think these are pretty much references to, what's the author's name of the original Alice? God, I forgot. I would say Charles Dodgson, which is the real name, but the other one is, oh yeah, the nickname for him is Lewis Carroll. Pretty much references to those books, the Humpty Dumpty and Jabberwocky. And this is another minor thing I think you mostly already know, is that if you pay attention to the chapters, you find like in Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, like in other chapters I believe, you can find like the Looking Glass Railroad stopping station. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty much, you can see like what the damages are caused. You can see it like in Chapter 4 outside of like I think Queensland, yeah, and also in this one is like somewhere around the, I forget what checkpoint it is. I could check it out. It's like, it's in the Looking Glass Railroad Station checkpoint. So yeah, it's pretty much near the beginning, and you can find it pretty much around that checkpoint. So yeah, I could be forgetting more stuff that I want to mention, but I don't know. I think it's pretty much a lot of the other remaining stuff I would say is about the creepy scenery around the place. But yeah, pretty much, I don't think I need to comment much, because if you play the game, you already know about the whole thing. So, or pretty much beating the game. I don't know. You have to go like pretty part of the game, of course, to do that. So, yeah, it's excuse me. Damn it. Where was I? Oh yes, about the other stuff I wanted to show off. I could talk about other stuff if I actually known about like other stuff, like minor things like about Alice's like appearances around and her clothing and stuff, and probably the beta like ones. But I don't know. I think I would go to too much detail on that one. I'm mostly doing these bonus videos for the collectibles, so I think I pretty much gotta stop it right there. This let's basically going up for far too long anyway. You can actually like, I recommend checking out like the Alice wiki. Like if you search on Google like about Alice Madness Returns or anything like the Alice Wiki, you can find out a whole bunch of about like details and about the games that you probably never thought of, and about the beta of the games, or the pretty much other stuff that you can find in the game. So yeah, I'm just finally gonna stop it right here. Finally stop the Let's Play, and I hope you watched some of these Let's Play, and at least like, I don't know, hopefully you watched some of the Let's Plays and hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll probably see you in another vlog just then next time. I guess I'm gonna do it just that. So yeah, thank you for watching. This has been Arthur9078, and I'll see you later.